And out here in the parking lot, all kinds of ride pieces. Got Silver Comet over there, getting another CCI checked off. Here at Niagara Amusement Park and Splash World. A park I never thought I'd get to visit. Gene Staples saved this one as well. And Silver Comet. This is a wood coaster I thought I'd never get to ride. We thought this one would be lost as well. But God bless Gene Staples, saving the park, saving this wood coaster. Now this ride, unfortunately, is not open. All right, 3 laps in on Silver Comet. Front row and a couple rides in the next to last row. And that was excellent. That definitely exceeded my expectations. That had some great airtime on it, whether you're in the front row or the back row. The front row gave some great airtime rising up. The back row gave some, next to last row gave some great airtime on the drops. I don't know which one's better. I think the back row, the next to last row, might have been just a little bit better. But I say just do both. There's no line. I was the only one riding on my third ride. I wasn't really sure what to expect from this. I hadn't really looked up any reviews on it, so I wasn't sure if it was too rough. I wasn't sure if it had great airtime. It does have great airtime, and on those non-wheel seats, I did row 1 and the next to last row. Those are non-wheel seats. It was not very rough at all. The initial pullout after the drop has a little bit of a shake to it, but nothing bad at all. Well, it's amazing. Just about all the wood coasters that I've ridden on this trip have exceeded my expectations. Yankee Cannonball, Excalibur, Bobcat at Great Escape, Silver Comet here. The only one that disappointed was Rorosaurus, just because it was too rough, but it did have great airtime. And here's their Galaxy Serpent. I just saw them do a test run. It's not open yet, but if they're doing test runs, that means they're getting close. So probably by the time I got this posted, there's 2 credits available for you here. And the antique cars, always popular with the kids. This is a good park to do it at because they don't get the lines here. And flying scooters, those are always fun. So if I wasn't heading over to Darien Lake, I would just be lapping this thing all day long. It is so good. I did 4 rides in the next to last row, 3 rides in the front. In the next to last row, you feel a little bit of bumpiness on the pullout after the drop. But that's about it. That's about the only semi-rough spot. It is not a rough coaster at all. This is riding great. And the airtime is really good. It's a really solid floater to mild ejector. It's got good length to it too. It's about a minute long from drop to final brakes. So I highly recommend coming out to Niagara Amusement Park, riding Silver Comet. This is definitely a solid wood coaster. Well worth your time, well worth the visit. I could see coming back here if I'm ever in the area again, pick up the Galaxy credit and get more rides on Silver Comet. Let's say I think I would put Excalibur just a little bit ahead of this for my second favorite new coaster credit of the year. If Darien Lake didn't exist and I have the dining plan there, my Flash Pass does not work there, so I will have to wait in the regular lines. I no longer get to be one of those uppity snobs that gets to skip ahead of everybody. I would not be opposed to getting rid of all skip the line services at all parks, even though I've got it at Six Flags. But that's it from Niagara Amusement Park. Really nice visit here. I enjoyed it. They also have a water park. Forgot to mention that. There's a water park. Not a lot of slides, but there's a few. But it's a nice park overall. They even did a Western show